Today, I'm making a very hearty, meaty, and cheesy homemade lasagna. But this isn't your typical noodle lasagna. This is a low-carb lasagna made without any pasta that tastes as good or better than the real deal. It's really easy to make and very delicious. So let's get started. Let's start by making our meat sauce by adding mild Italian sausage and ground beef to a skillet over medium heat. Continue to break up the meat and cook until it's all browned. For a full printable copy of this recipe and many more, visit TheWolfePit.com. Once all the meat is brown, remove it from the pan and drain all the excess grease. And then after it's drained, add it back into the pan, along with chopped onion and minced garlic. Give it all a good mix and let it cook for 2 to 3 minutes until the onions begin to sweat. Now add crushed tomatoes. Give it a good mix until everything's well combined and bring it up to a boil. And then reduce the heat to a simmer and let it simmer for about 1.5 hours to 2 hours. While the sauce is simmering, let's make our cheesy noodles. In a large bowl, combine eggs, cream cheese, Italian seasoning, granulated garlic, and granulated onion. Now using a hand mixer, beat the eggs and the cream cheese for about 2 to 3 minutes. And then to the eggs and cream cheese mixture, add Parmesan cheese and mozzarella cheese. Now fold everything together. Once everything is well combined, pour it out onto a cookie sheet lined with a non-stick silicone mat and spread it out into an even layer. And now this goes into a preheated 375-degree oven for 25 to 30 minutes or until they're nice and golden brown. Now let these thoroughly cool for about 20 minutes. Now take a pizza cutter and cut the layer of noodles in half. And then cutting into the opposite direction, cut the noodles into 1.5 to 2 inch wide strips. And now the cheesy noodles should pull up just like this. And just to make life simple, I would definitely recommend using a silicone mat if you have one. And now let's build the lasagna. By starting off with a layer of the meat sauce on the bottom, and now a layer of the cheesy noodles, now spread out a thin, even layer of ricotta cheese, a layer of mozzarella cheese, now repeat that same process one more time. Meat sauce, the cheesy noodles, the ricotta cheese, and the mozzarella cheese. And as you can see on this layer, once the ricotta cheese warmed up a bit, it spread a whole lot better. And now for the last layer, more meat sauce, one final layer of cheesy noodles. Now top that off with the remaining meat sauce. Now this goes into a preheated 375-degree oven for 35 to 45 minutes. Once it's nice and bubbly, add a layer of mozzarella cheese. Followed by a little bit of Parmesan cheese. Now this goes back into the oven for 10 to 15 minutes until the cheese is nice and golden brown and bubbly. Now let it rest for about 15 minutes before serving. And there you have it, a very hearty, meaty, and cheesy homemade lasagna that had I not made it myself, I would have eaten it, asked for more, and never known or cared that it didn't have noodles in it. So if you're living a low-carb or ketogenic lifestyle and lasagna was previously off limits, now you can enjoy the full satisfaction of a very rich and delicious homemade, noodleless, low-carb lasagna. Even if you're not on a low-carb or ketogenic diet, this lasagna is still super simple to make and absolutely delicious. Thank you all very much for watching. I really hope you give this a try. Please don't forget to like this video and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.